Black rose, no hope, life low. Alright, I'm set, I got my deck. I'm about to head to my homie crib next. I got a brand new combo with some chicks. I'm about to burn them for 8,000 quick. Got it on standby so you can't draw. Main face ain't shit, go to your school phase, that mean you lost. That's how it be.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Absoloute. So before we begin this video, I want to thank you all so much for all the support you guys have been showing my channels. I've recently started streaming on Twitch and the support on there has been insane. So thank you all very much for that. I really do appreciate you guys loving all the memes on Instagram, on Facebook, so I'm glad I can make a lot of you laugh. And make sure you stay up to date with my YouTube channel, so smash that sub button because I've got brand new content planned for you guys. I'm teaming up with other content creators and I've got some big names joining me in the channel, so you're not going to want to miss that. So subscribe, and once again from your boy Kybelord, thank you guys very much and enjoy the video.
Alright, so let's get started with the main deck, guys. As the thumbnail says, this is a low-cost Invoke SHADDOLL deck profile. I did try and make it as budget friendly as possible, but there is one or two cards in the deck that can cost you around $20 US. One of them being Invocation. But as the thumbnail shows, I'm not playing Nadir Servant, I'm not playing any of the Dogmatica Engine or Dragoon, which is almost a $100 card now. So yeah, I'll explain what reprints to get. Basically, you're going to want to get everything from Dual Devastator, from Maximum Gold, which is the stuff that's reprinted, the hand traps, the Invocation stuff. I like to have my stuff high rarity, so I'm not actually playing like commons, supers, and ultras. I'm playing like secret rares and stuff in this deck profile, but you can always go for the cheaper reprints, which I will maybe like show some. I'll edit some of the sets you should get. But for the Invoke side, we're playing 3 Aleister the Invoker. I haven't gotten my 3rd Maximum Gold one, but that is the reprint you're going to want to get. I believe it's like $1 US, and even then Aleister's OG print has the secret rare and the super rare, which honestly isn't as expensive as you'd expect. So 3 Aleister. For the SHADDOLL monsters, we're playing 2 SHADDOLL Beast. It's really good. It lets you draw 2 cards when it's flipped, and it lets you draw 1 card when it gets sent to the grave. So 2 SHADDOLL Beast. We're playing 3 SHADDOLL Squamata. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right. So 3 SHADDOLL Squamata. It's basically your main SHADDOLL. So 3 ofs. For all the SHADDOLL bits, you want for example, this SHADDOLL Dragon. This one's from the SHADDOLL Structure deck, which basically reprinted the entire SHADDOLL set. As a common, you get the extra deck monsters, which are supers and ultras, and then all the SHADDOLL ones. I know I'm showing the shiny ones, but even then, the ultra rare SHADDOLL stuff is not a lot of money. It'll cost you probably like 50 cents more than the common stuff, so you have that option. So literally all the SHADDOLL stuff's really cheap, guys. So 1 SHADDOLL Dragon. Sorry for all the explaining mid profile. We're playing 1 Ariel. She's good this format. She lets you banish from grave. We're playing 2 SHADDOLL Wendy. Yeah, she's good. She basically lets you special summon and whatnot. I think she's really good at 2 because she's a win attribute, which, I mean, is still good to summon Akpolone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. But basically, our end goal in this budget build, or like low cost build, I don't really want to call it budget because I'm going to get a lot of hate saying it's not budget because of the invocations and stuff. But our main end board in this deck is to end Winda Mechaba. So you've got the negate with Mechaba, and then you've locked your opponent to 1 special summon with the Wendy. So this deck might not perform as good as like Dogmatica mixed decks, Dragoon built and all that. This is like a deck you can take to like locals and stuff, like play for fun and stuff. You can still do a lot with this deck. But I mean, obviously the more money you put into it, the better the deck will become. So as I said, I try to keep it as low cost as possible. So for the last SHADDOLL monster, we're playing the 1 Hedgehog. And moving on to hand traps, as I said, I am playing showing you high rarities, but you can always just get cheaper alternatives. I'm playing 3 Ash Blossom. She's gotten a common reprint, which is the cheapest print, currently at about $7 each. So, I mean, everybody literally has Ash. You have to pick up Ash as soon as possible. So 3 Ash Blossom, and she's a fire attribute, which is good in case we want to go into Purgatrio. I'm playing 2 Ghost Ogre. Again, just to pop something that activates that's already on the field. And she's a light attribute, so it helps us go into Mechaba and Construct. For monster negates, we're playing the 2 Effect Veiler. It's pretty much the budget imperms, so I know imperms are still quite pricey, at around $20, $25 a piece. So Veiler's had tons of reprints, literally a $1 card, and it kind of does the same thing. For spells now, we are playing the 3 Magical Meltdown. Just got a reprint in maximum gold, so you can literally pick it up for $1 again. Magical Meltdown is really good in the SHADDOLL build because your opponent can't negate your fusion summons. So if you're fusioning into Invoked, into SHADDOLL, you can trigger all your effects and they're within the same chain, so your opponent can't respond to any of the SHADDOLL effects activating Engrave because they still get protected under Magical Meltdown. So it's really good. So definitely, if you don't have the secret rares, pick up the maximum gold ones, which got reprinted in a rare, I believe. So 3 Meltdowns. This is a pricey card. Invocation, just 2. I don't think 3... You'd have to play 3 because we're playing the SHADDOLL fusion cards. So 2 Invocation, the super rares at around $15, $20 a piece. So just 2 Invocation, honestly. Even 1 can be fine in the deck. We're playing 3 SHADDOLL fusion. This is the one from the structure deck, which is the super rare print. Literally, I mean, $1. Literally, most of the cards in this deck will cost you like $1, $1.50, depending on where you are. But 3 SHADDOLL fusion, and to add that, 2 L SHADDOLL fusion, to go into our construct and our window. For just clearing boards, we're playing the super poly, or if your invocation gets banished. So if you can't search your invocation, if you've just got Aleister on the board, or if you've got a SHADDOLL monster on board, just super poly and go into your extra deck monsters. For search cards, for our Magical Meltdown, we're playing the 1 Terraforming, which is pretty standard. And for trap cards, I'm playing 6 trap cards, which are Solemn Strike. It's just insanely good going first, going second, because your opponent can link climb and try and go into like their main monster, and you can just Solemn Strike it and just get rid of it. It's counter spell, counter trap, so it's really good. And you can also negate monster effects. So 3 strike. We're playing 2 TT. So this card isn't pricey as well. It's just really good. Again, you can combo it with Solemn Strike if they try and negate it with a monster. Dragon Link's thing again. So if they try and like negate it with Savage, just Solemn Strike the Savage, and you still get to take out the whole board. Again, this would be like the budget option of Icy Dragon's Prison. So even I don't have the card, to be honest. But yeah, TT, Solemn Strike. It's just a good combo to clearing boards. And the last trap card on this deck, is SHADDOLL Schism. Basically lets you summon a fusion SHADDOLL at the main phase. This is the second card that's a bit pricey. It's like $15, $18. So just this and Invocation are the money cards in the deck. But I mean, as I said, I tried to keep it as budget friendly as possible, but the deck, honestly, it won't cost you a lot. So moving on to the extra deck now. So for the extra deck, standard invoke stuff, we're playing the Al Mirage, and we are playing the Secure Gardener, basically for our 1 card Mechaba. I've seen it pronounced differently. Another 1 card Mechaba is with Artemis. She was from Genesis Impactors. She isn't very costly. She's, I believe, around $8. So you've got 2 options to go into Mechaba, like 1 card Mechabas and stuff. For For our last link, we're playing Borrelsword Dragon. This got reprinted in Maximum Gold, so you should pick that up. This is the budget option for Access Code Talker, which is sitting at $80, $90. So Borrelsword's just always a good option. For SHADDOLL fusions, we're playing the 2 Winda, which is what we're basically going to use to lock our opponent out of special summoning. They limit us, you and your opponent, to one special summon per turn, so it's quite good. One Absoloute. I tend to summon this with SHADDOLL Schism when I've got Wendy and Ariel in grave, and then it's really good. We had a tournament this past Sunday where 2 people were having a mirror SHADDOLL match, and they both had Absoloute in defense position, and they literally could not out each other's board because it can't be destroyed by battle. And then they weren't playing like Kaijus or anything that could pop directly from field. So it's really good. Just play in defense and basically just stall because it can't be destroyed by battle. So that's this was like a last minute addition after I saw that mirror match in the tournament we were hosting. So just one is fine, honestly. I'm playing just the 2 Construct, and I'll tell you why in a minute, 'cause I've decided to add more invoked monsters. I mean, Construct's still really good to get rid of boss monsters. Requires 2 light monsters. A lot of people play 3, but I just think 2 fits well as I'm playing quite a big SHADDOLL, invoked lineup. So I'm playing the 1 Purgatrio, the 1 Agudeus, I still can't pronounce this, the 2 Mechaba. Remember, Mechaba's got a super rare print, so you can pick that up. I'm playing the 1 Elysium. So basically, we've got Ash Blossom. If you've ashed your opponent, you can always just go into Purgatrio. Purgatrio is literally what you want to bring out when you're about to end games, because he can attack every monster on the field, and he inflicts piercing damage to defense position monsters and gains 200 for every card your opponent controls. Agudeus is basically super poly target for Dragoon. If you've got your Mechaba on the board and your opponent brings out Dragoon, you basically need an invoked monster and a fusion monster to bring him out. So that's another super poly target. Elysium's another super poly target, which is basically 1 invoked monster and 1 monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. So both really good super poly targets. And remember, if you summon your Aleister and they've ashed you and you've got super poly, you can go into Mechaba, Purgatrio if they've got the appropriate target on their side of the field. And then just for our 1 generic super poly target, I'm playing the 1 Starving Venom. Basically 2 dark monsters. Again, we've got all our SHADDOLL ones are dark monsters, so if your opponent brings out that Dragoon, just super poly them and just go into Starving Venom. And when he leaves the field, basically pops the field, so it's just really good. But yeah, as I said, I tried to keep it as budget friendly as possible. It might not, I mean, some of these cards might spike within the next few weeks or whatever, whenever you guys are watching this video, but I mean, I tried to keep it as budget friendly as possible, guys, so don't give me too much hate. Now for the side deck, I'd say it's a really budget side deck for the current format, that is. It honestly will not cost you more than $15. Each card you can get for $1, $1.50, because they've all been reprinted in Dual Devastator, in Maximum Gold, in structured decks as commons. So I'll show you guys what I'm citing for this specific deck. We're playing 3 Sea Turtle. Again, for that Dragoon, for those big boss monsters, you can honestly never go wrong with Kaijus. I'm playing the 3 Lancia. So yeah, this card's very good against Tri-Brigade. It basically ends Tri-Brigade. There was also a tournament I was playing Tri-Brigade, and my opponent Lancia'd me, and I literally could not do anything because then they can't banish to link summon. So really good against Tri-Brigade, which is like the hype at the moment. So yeah, so Kaiju, this Kaiju got reprinted in Dual Devastator, so it's got an Ultra reprint, it's got a rare reprint, it's got this one. I believe it's also had a common, I'm not sure, but honestly it'll cost you like $1 for a lower rarity print. Lancia got reprinted in Dual Devastator, which the copy's selling for like $1, and it got reprinted in Premium Gold in the Maximum Gold set, so you can also pick that up very cheap. For Dragon Link, which has come back into the meta now, we're playing 3 Droll Lock. Remember, this got reprinted in Maximum Gold. That was honestly such a good set. But it got reprinted in the alternate art, which is honestly $1.50, $2 a copy. So definitely pick them up, as Dragon Link's gonna basically dominate for a while again. So 3 Droll Lock. For back row hate, you have so many options. This time I've opted for Twin Twisters. You've obviously got Cosmic Cyclone, which has been reprinted in Dual Devastator. You've got Mystical Space Typhoon, which has honestly had tons of reprints. But I just think Twin Twisters is good. You discard it and you get to pop 2. This has had a common reprint in like the past 3 structure decks, I believe. So you can pick up a really cheap copy. So yeah, basically the back row hate, you could just play whatever you want. You have so many options. And then last, this is a card I like playing when I'm not playing trap heavy decks. And that is Royal Decree. This card's, I think this card's really underrated. I don't know why people don't like playing it, but I really like it because it's won me so many matches against Eldritch. There's a lot of Altergeist players in my locals as well in the tournaments we host. So just Royal Decree is insanely good. I play it in Sky Striker, I play it in Tri Brigade, because you're obviously not playing as many traps. In this deck, we are playing just the 6, which is Solemn Strike, Schism, and the TTs. But it won't really affect you. But if you come up against Eldritch and stuff, just Royal Decree will honestly just end their like matchup. But yeah, that is it, guys, for the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think about it. And yeah, I might upload a competitive build, probably without Nadir Servant, without the Dogma engine, because I don't have it. I always try and use cards I own. But I might add like a cheeky Dragoon and like just some like rarer hand traps and stuff like that. But yeah, that is all for today, guys, and thank you guys very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as I mentioned in this video's intro, I've got lots of new content planned for you guys. I've got other content creators joining me in the channel for some awesome content. So definitely stay tuned for that. And once again, thank you guys for all the support. Bye-bye.